What shaking, everybody?
What's up?
Tomboy, what's going on, bub?
Not much, you?
I don't think I have anything. I feel like that I did, but I forgot. I already had a bunch of shit going on today, and I'm like,
It's one of those days, yeah.
I did. I feel like I did definitely have a note of something that I wanted to bring up, and I've completely forgot it now.
It'll come back to you.
Yeah, I'll tell you afterwards, or we'll bring it up maybe in the next show. I don't
Yeah.
know. Fun guest on today. We have our friend Z.
Hey.
What's up,
How's
Z?
it going, Z?
Good.
Good. So Z and I go back a good handful of years. Wow.
A long time.
Yeah. And so Z's a bartender. I used to bartend, and we got to bitching recently on. Typically, there's a lot of times it's regulars, but you get those fucking asshole patrons that fucking come in, and I go, you know what? Let's get on the show and just fucking bitch a little bit. You know, and maybe
Hell
even,
yeah.
and you know, there's people that have no idea what's the inside scoop of bartending. So, you know, we can go on some rants, people orders, shitty customers, etc.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so I thought this would be fun. So I mean, the first thing for me that comes to mind is, well, I guess I'll ask you first. What is a shot that people ask for that you're like, fuck you?
Oh, hands down lemon drop.
Yes, lemon drops, dude. Exactly. They're
So
the fucking
gross,
worst.
too. I don't know why people want them.
And they always want like 10.
Yeah,
Of course, because
Yeah.
it's for everybody.
right.
Yeah.
And it's just, the thing is, it's just like, I would say, because I don't know. What do you think? Is it more of like the shaking or the sugar packets?
Sugar packets.
Right.
That shit gets everywhere.
And everything's fucking sticky, and then the bar's got sugar on it because they're doing it like assholes.
And they leave the lemons on the bar.
On the fucking bar. They don't even put it on the fucking napkins. And then you're like, then you have to fucking, when they leave and then people come back and you're like, hold on, let me wipe all the fucking sugar off.
And if you're busy, it's hard to get to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And especially if you're busy, then you're like, God, I have to fucking make all these, you know, and like get all the fucking sugar together. What's your routine for it, though? Would you give them the sugar packets? Well, I guess it sounds like you did, because I know there's times that I gave up on it and I would dump them on the lemons.
I would dump them on the lemons.
Yeah.
I would never hand them the sugar packets. I learned my hard way.
Hell yeah.
Same. Like, I would just be like, put a napkin, here's all the lemon slices, and I would put the sugar on myself. I'm like,
Sometimes
fuck
you got to
it.
treat them like children. You know, they're going to make a mess. Just make it just as messy as possible.
Terrible.
I mean,
Drunken children, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I mean, drunk people and children are kind of the same thing. Like,
I've always said it's like daycare.
Yeah.
it's an adult daycare.
Daycare therapy, everything.
Yeah. I mean, what?
Except there's people doing drugs in the bathroom, you know.
Well, that might be drugs at daycare, too. Who knows?
These kids
You
are
know,
bad.
those what is it, the sugar things of just pure sugar.
Little fun
Oh,
dip.
Yeah, fun dip. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's like crack.
Yeah. Yeah. So kind of the same thing. So it's like fun dip for children and like
Cocaine for
cocaine for
adults.
adults.
Yeah.
It's fun dip for adults.
Yeah, I mean, between what adults and children, right? You have to babysit them, right? When they get too drunk.
Take their sippy cup away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta take the sippy cup away. They
Give it a Mississippi cup
Yeah.
if they are thrilling.
Time out.
time out. Yeah, you're cut off, right? Pissing and shitting their pants,
Unfortunately.
passing
such
out
a
at the bar,
problem.
just randomly falling
Falling
asleep.
asleep. Falling down. Yep.
The best one I ever saw was at patio. They had like what is that, train engine horn
Oh yeah, yeah,
behind the bar. My buddy would pass out, and all of a sudden,
Oh yeah.
it's like, what the fuck is that? It's like the best thing. I'm like, everybody needs this.
Time to wake up.
Yeah,
dude.
the wake
I
up.
do like that. I used to have a wooden ruler at Bobby O's. I would slap the bar with it. Do
Oh man,
Hell yeah.
that
you,
shit.
do you remember old homeless Jeff?
Maybe if I saw him. I don't know it by name. Are you talking at where you work now?
No, at Bob's.
Okay.
He was always falling asleep at the bar, and I would take the ruler and slap it in front of him.
Okay.
I think I have videos.
I think I do remember seeing this guy, but I don't feel like I was around for the ruler slap.
Usually earlier in the day.
Oh, so he's
Okay.
more of the daytimer?
Oh, I mean, he was homeless, so he was there at 5:15 waiting for the doors to open.
Oh, so that morning shift.
Yeah.
Dude, I do miss that bar.
I miss it so much.
Yeah. There'd be times that like Jess and I like, cause she had like a wonky work schedule when we first started dating. It was a different job, but like some weekends she'd have Saturday and Sunday off, and then the other one she'd have like Wednesday and Thursday was like her Saturday, Sunday. And so there'd be days that I'm like on my bartending schedule, I would have a random day during the week off. So we would just be out drinking all night, right? We'd go back to one of our houses, drink some more, and we're like, oh shit, it's 5:30. Let's fucking go to Bob's, dude. Let's go to Bob's.
Yep.
And then it gets to be fucking, like 9:30 in the morning, and we go outside, sun's out, people are going to work, people are jogging by, and we're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You think you're better than us? We're like hammered,
Peter and I just did that at Richland like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, because they open at 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were there until like noon.
Yeah. Those days are rough. It's fun at the time, but then when you have to go to sleep and then wake up, you're like, ugh.
Oh, God. I don't think I woke up until like 9 p.m.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, you kind of have
brutal.
to. Yeah.
And then I was hungover as fuck at 9 p.m.
I'm sure.
Too old for that shit.
Yeah. So did you try to start drinking again to try to get rid of the headache, or did you?
Obviously.
That's the one trick to do it.
Yeah.
We immediately went to O'Donnell's.
Yeah. Like, let's get some food, and then let's get right back to the fucking hair of the dog.
I think we picked up McDonald's. Yeah.
There was something I was gonna say. Oh, I'm gonna circle this back around really quick, and then we can move on. But the lemon drop shots. Okay. When I was bartending, there was this like trash family that lived across the street. There was the mom, the son, and then she always had like a different dude that would like come in, and they would like never tip, or I would be lucky if I got like a quarter, right? I'm like, how do you not understand the concept of fucking being here, And then it was always just like we had like the $2 draft Bud Light pints, or it was $2.50 for like the 23 ounce, right? And of course they would get those, and then no tip. But eventually the kid found out about lemon drops, and I could have fucking choked this kid, because then the kid would bring his buddy in, and then like his mom, and it would be slammed on a Saturday night, right? And they'd be like, hey, what do you guys need? I'm waiting for like a beer, and then maybe a shot. They go, oh, could we get 3 lemon drops? I'm like, okay. And then so I would do that, and I'd be slammed, because like back at that time too, the place I worked at, we had to cook the gyros also and bartend. So on solo nights that shit sucked, but on the weekends we had 2 of us. So my little PIC, she wanted to cook all the gyros, and I was fucking bartending. So I'm tending bar by myself, right? Busy bar. And then I'd be dealing with people, and I'd be like, they're still sitting there, they're kind of waving me down. I'm like, what do you guys need? You guys ready for a beer? And they go, can we get 3 more lemon drops? I'm like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So I did this one more time, because I know that they don't tip.
Right.
So then
All
after
that work
that,
for nothing.
yeah. And then I would keep looking to see if they're putting anything on, because always cash. They never started a tab. And then I would keep bouncing around the bar. When I would look back over at them, I see them kind of waving me down. I'm like, I'm not making any more lemon drops. I'm just not even going to go back
I
down
would
to
give
the
up.
bar. Yep. I'm like,
It's worth
fuck
it.
you guys.
Yeah, until they leave.
Yep. And then and that's what they would do eventually. Like, fuck this place. I'm like, yeah, get the fuck out. You're not
out.
tipping anyways.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Go pull that shit somewhere else.
Yeah.
No, if they were tipping well, it would have been different. But
Oh,
no
yeah,
tip, like,
for
fuck off.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
You know how there's like the bottled cocktails now? I'm surprised they haven't come up with one yet for just like lemon drops. Just I don't know if
I bet they.
I don't know if it would,
I'm sure they just call it like a lemonade.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's probably just
'Cause
the same
that's basically
fucking
what
thing.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically what it is. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Just to
essentially
make your own lives easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. Like, oh, this is a malt lemonade.
Right,
It's just a
right.
fucking lemon drop in a bottle.
Essentially.
Cool. Just fucking go buy those then. Fuck
Yeah.
you. Fuck out of here. Let's see. How long have you been bartending for?
Oh God. Like 15 years.
Yeah. So you got a lot of the goofies coming in and out of there. I remember a lot from Bob's too.
Yeah. And one time at Bobio's, it was probably like 6:30 p.m. This old man walks in wearing nothing but a woman's cardigan. Nothing but a woman's cardigan.
Like he's completely bottomless.
Completely nude except a woman's cardigan. And
Yes.
he was clearly confused. Like I think he got
Clearly.
away from like one of the, like the houses around like the old people's homes or
Yeah,
something. He
yeah.
probably like just got out and started stripping. I don't know how to get out naked. Like,
Probably high as fuck on something.
he was so confused. So I just
What? I'm wearing a cardigan. Leave me
Right?
alone.
And it was summer too, and the door was open. He just wandered in. We're all like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Mhm.
Like, guy is naked. So we had to call the cops. No one ever wants to do that at a bar, but
Yeah.
had to. They had to come pick him up.
Oh man, that place was notorious for the cops for like being called.
So
I can only
fucking
imagine being the receiving end of that phone call, being like, "Yeah, we have this customer that's doing X, Y, and Z," and like, "Oh, where are you at?" Like at Bobby O's, and they go,
click.
"Yeah, like fuck you guys."
We'll send the rookie over.
Hey, new guy. Hey, Rabbit.
Guess where you're
Fun
going?
for
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and the cops there all the time. But you remember when Donnie Camps OD'd?
Oh yeah, I was there
Yeah.
for that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was wild.
They narcaned him 3 times that day.
Shit.
Yeah.
That was a wild time.
Mm-hmm.
Just sitting there and just like rocking out the jams, and all of a sudden like police and ambulance come in. Like, what the fuck is going
Yeah.
on? Because I didn't hear like any commotion or phone call.
Well, Ryan Boone, my friend, he ran into the bathroom. As soon as he got there, he had been on like a long bike ride, so he immediately went to the bathroom and immediately comes sprinting out, and he's like, "There's a guy ODing there," and I was like, "Stop it!" He's like, "No, for real, there's a guy dying." Like, call 911.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yep. I was like, there goes the shift.
Well, that's that, I guess.
Nobody's tipping after that one.
Yeah,
I think I also found that kid in the basement one time on a table.
I think you've mentioned that
Yeah.
before.
He wasn't ODing, he was just nodded out and just nodded out.
Just needed a place to hide. Let's need a place to take a nap really quick.
In the basement at Fabio's dungeon.
I've been down there. Yeah.
Oh man, it was like a haunted tour. Everybody always wanted to go in the basement. And when I
Yeah.
was like, "Can I go down there? Can I go down there?" Sometimes like, "Yeah, sure." Well, depending on how lit I was. But most part, I was like, "No, you can't go in there." And I have to kick people out because they would just sneak down there.
It was a while. Did you ever go to Bobby O's?
Yeah, a couple times.
Okay.
I haven't been there for a few years, but yeah.
Well, it's been down for how many, 4
4.
years already.
I
Holy
know.
fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And that was
they
completely gone.
but they just finally demolished the
I
building.
know. I
like
was
a
at-
month ago.
I was at the record store and not that long ago. I walked out. I'm like, what
Wait, where?
happened?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is one of those like you pass by it a million times and then all of a sudden it's gone. I'm like, what happened?
yeah.
I know
Yeah.
it closed years ago, but yeah.
It's so funny you don't realize like how in your brain like things are landmarked. Because
Yeah.
I've been in Lakewood for so long. I know
Yeah.
my way around, but as soon as I tore Bobby O's down, I started missing Northland. Like shit, how did
Whoops.
I miss that street?
Yeah, because that's the same thing. Like, as soon as you see Bobby O's, it's right, there on the left. Yeah.
And somebody said they also missed Orchard Grove because the Orchard Grove's right before.
Oh yeah.
Because it's such a landmark. You
Yeah,
don't-
yeah,
You don't
yeah.
realize,
You-
and now it's gone.
How I used to like get directions around Lakewood. I'm like, all right, what bar are you nearby? And then okay, I know how to get.
I'll just
to
get
you.
over there.
Yeah. I'll call you when we get to that point.
Do you guys have a favorite shot? What's your normal go-to?
Tequila.
Tequila, Sam.
Straight,
just
straight
Jameson.
tequila.
Jameson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tequila.
But I'm also drinking Jameson and ginger most times, so it's like
I do that
I'm
sometimes.
just chasing Jameson with Jameson.
I do
so-
that sometimes. There's
Or-
times that
Or I'm
like
getting yelled at because I'll pour it in my drink, and it's like, no, you got to do a shot. I'm like, it's the same thing.
Same
Yeah.
shit, honestly.
yeah.
I just want to take the little edge off. Of it.
Yeah. There's times because I'll drink like tequila soda, but there's plenty of times that I'm like, I'll just do a tequila shot
Yeah,
also.
when we do shots, I'll give you a
Yeah,
shot of tequila
yeah.
with your tequila.
Yeah.
Although I'm chasing my tequila with vodka, so
Yeah.
Whatever.
there's no actual chaser there.
Yeah. Do you guys actually think that the whole thing where people are like, you don't fucking mix alcohol together? Like, what's the thing there? It's like, if you like there, I thought there was like a little song or saying that's like,
Beer before liquor, you never get sick.
oh, maybe that's and then liquor before beer,
Beer in the clear.
beer in the clear, yeah.
Yeah, you want to
I
like
don't-
ease down, not like
Nah.
ramp up.
I don't know. I think just going from like sugary drinks to, you know, if like you're mixing like a sweet wine with beer, that's probably not going to sit well in your stomach.
Yeah.
You know? But
Like the other night,
Really?
I went from beer and then kind of get sweeter as the night went on. Like ended up with like seltzer, and cider at the end of the night, just because I was like, yeah, not feeling it. All right, next beer. We'll try
Yeah.
that.
Do you ever like mix? Has there been like days where you've like mixed like multiple different
Oh, yeah.
things all together?
Well, I work Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Touche.
I mean, the other day I had some bullet, tequila, and vodka, and in one shift.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I'll
Like,
do it again.
there was this past I think Saturday or something. We met up with Jess's folks for like dinner. It was like
Well,
Friday.
remember, because you guys came in after.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Her cousins, right?
yeah. So we oh yeah, maybe that was Thursday, I think, maybe, or was it Saturday?
Thursday or Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got home from work or was hanging out here at the house, and Jess was like, "Hey, I got a little bit of this white wine left. You want to cash out this bottle?" I'm like, "All right." So we had 2 glasses of white wine. We got to the place, and I was drinking old fashions. I had probably 3 of them there, and then we go and see Z, and I'm just drinking tequila the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I had like a beer after we got back, so I was fine though.
Yeah.
Does that make me an alcoholic?
I was gonna say professional.
Yeah, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a
Same
professional.
thing. Yeah.
Be kinder to yourself.
Yeah.
I've told that one before.
Yeah.
Company Christmas party, the owner was like, "Hey, you sure you're good?" I'm like, "I'm a professional.
Right.
I'm
Professional.
fucking.
I know when
everybody.
I have my time
When-
limit is.
Yeah.
I have the 10-minute window. I gotta go now.
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking outdrink everybody in this party, and then I'm gonna drive
Yeah.
home
then it's like,
safely.
yeah,
Yeah.
safely. And then she's like, "Well, text me when you get home." I'm like, "Okay." Text and then throw up.
Oh.
Well, because I got stuck.
Because you're a professional.
Well, I'm professional, but I also
when you get home,
But
right
I-
in front of everybody.
but
at
I
the
also
party.
got
Right.
forced to drink like 2 Jaeger bombs right
Oh,
after.
gross.
That's what made me get
Gross.
sick.
Yeah, Jaeger makes me throw up.
Yeah, because somebody was like ordered a bunch of shots. Like, we gotta get rid of these here. I'm like, ugh,
Ugh.
What's the worst shot?
Jaeger.
Malort.
I was gonna say Malort also.
I've never had a Malort.
Malort.
Oh.
No.
I'm okay with that.
Do you want to go to the bar after this?
It is. It is.
If it's
I
that
don't.
great.
I don't even know how to describe it.
Bile.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
it
fair.
tastes like bile.
Yeah, and we have mutual friends
Yeah.
that they drink it all the time. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, this shit's dope. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's fucking disgusting. And I had it with them for the first time, and I'm like, ugh, you drink this for fun?
Oh god, it's so bad. When we first started selling it in Ohio, we got a bottle in almost immediately, and I went on my day off to the bar, and Sarah gave me just this little tiniest little amount, and it was the first sip of alcohol I had that night. They're like none other. Like, it's totally ruined my night. This little tiny bit, I was throwing up for like 10 minutes. And I had to leave. I had to go home and like compose myself and then come back out. 'Cause the taste just stuck in the back of your
It's
throat.
so gross. And then
It's
you're
like
burping it
bile,
up.
yeah. I think it's grapefruit rind and wormwood. Yeah.
Oh,
That
isn't-
sounds like a candle. Better than alcohol.
it does.
It was created during Prohibition and marketed as a human dewormer, and that's how they were able to sell it during Prohibition, even though it's alcohol.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
Well, that shit was weird back then. They used to be like, the doctor would come and be like, well, looks like you got ghosts in your blood. Here's some cocaine.
cocaine.
Yeah. Have this. You'll be fine.
Fever.
Is that what I'm gonna tell the doctor?
Bleed you out, you know.
What's worse, Malort or Fernet?
Malort.
Yeah, I
I
think.
used to drink a lot of Fernet.
Ugh. You
It
got
just-
sucked into that. That was
Yeah.
like the secret bartender
Oh, God,
shot
I
until
was
it
dating
got
the
trendy.
douchiest bartender. He was so douchey. Like he staged at Spotted Owl.
Oh,
God, like that kind of douche.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Ugh. He loved Fernet. So I drink a lot of it, but I would rather have that than Malort.
Ugh.
My buddy had a shot called the Dead Nazi, and every time I threw up every time from it. So I think a Rumpelman's Black House 151 a Jaeger.
Oh
Oh
God.
no.
It just tastes so awful. It was like,
Yeah, there's nothing good about that.
you're like, hey, it's your birthday. I'm like, why?
So it's funny that you bring that up because I found out that there is a new Four Horsemen.
No.
Oh,
So,
I saw that. Yeah.
So do you remember us growing up? Four Horsemen was what? It was like Jose.
No, that's
Jack?
that's the fifth one. It's Jack, Johnny, Jameson, and
It wasn't. It was
No,
Jim
it's Four
Beam,
Horsemen.
Jack
Jim.
Daniels. Yeah, Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, Johnny, and I thought Jose.
Yeah, Jose.
I don't remember Jameson being involved in
No.
that
Oh.
because Jameson wasn't really a big thing when I was like 21, 22.
Oh, Cuervo was the shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
No,
I
I'm
thought
pretty sure
Jose
it
was, was the fifth one.
I think that's what
Yeah.
I think that's what made it like so dangerous, mixing the tequila in there. you
yeah,
know?
with the
Ah.
2 whiskeys and the
Mhm.
scotch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently now there's a new Four Horsemen that Gen Z is doing, and it is, if I can remember this correctly, I might have to have Tomboy look this up, but it's Rumpelmans, Fireball, I think Fernet, and something else. Fuck. Oh, I already said Fireball. I was just talking about this with a bar that's like right down the street, and now like they're like, oh yeah, this is like what the young kids are now coming in and buying, because we were getting all nostalgic on like Irish car bombs and like
Oh, I do
the
Irish car
flaming
bombs all the
Dr.
time.
Peppers and
Yeah.
you know all that shit, and then they're like, oh, started laughing about the Four Horsemen, and then they're like, oh yeah, like the new one. You got it there, Tomboy?
All right. So, well, the original one was Jim, Jack, Johnny, and Jameson. Jose was was an alternate one,
Okay.
Oh,
but I'm trying to
I
find
guess
the
we
new
always
one.
went for Jose.
Yeah, what I think is that I think the Jameson alteration came years later.
Yeah.
I think Jose
Yeah.
was the original
I think so.
one, and I think somewhere down the line. But yeah, Gen Z is fucking now created their own Four Horsemen, and I'm like, dude, fuck you guys. But it's like, ugh, disgusting.
Yeah, it'd take me a minute to find it.
Okay, that's fine. Do you
So
ever
do you
get?
want me to make that?
It would be really funny to do, but no. I mean, we could some night.
I would do.
Jess is not gonna touch
I
it.
would do one.
Let's just make one, and we'll just
Split it.
yeah,
I mean,
we'll just sip it.
That'll
Yeah.
be a normal shot then.
Yeah. You get, dude. Every time that you give us shots, Jess is like, God damn it! It's like a full rocks glass, like full of a shot. I'm like, yeah, this is cool for me.
And a lot of people, I had a lot of people like, come on, Z, just give me like a half. Give me a half
Give me a
shot.
regular
Yeah,
shot
regular
glass.
shot. Like, fine.
Do you ever? How often do you get like any like young kids trying to give off like fake IDs?
Oh my God, so rarely. I think the last one I had was 2 years ago or so.
Oh, okay.
But we're not a really, where I'm at, it's not a really popular bar for the younger crowd.
That's
we're not
true.
Really, we're not that big on foot traffic either because we're set back in that plaza.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Which is why I love it.
We mainly thrive on our regulars, which are awesome.
Yeah.
You know, most.
Yeah, most. Yeah. Some of those regulars are,
I definitely have favorites.
yeah,
Definitely
for
do.
sure.
Yeah, there's
get-
some of them that are just fucking awesome, and like I'll text that awesome regular about another regular while they're sitting right there.
Sitting right next to them.
Right, like,
You
fuck
fucking
this
believe this
asshole,
shit?
right? Do you hear what this fucker saying again?
We have, I won't drop names. We have the one that's bitching about it being too cold in there,
Oh,
and bitching
God,
about the
yeah.
channels. We got to put this TV channel on.
Mhm.
The music's too loud. Like,
Go home.
just go home.
home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get out of here.
Like, you're on blood thinner. You shouldn't be at the bar at midnight anyway.
Yeah.
You know.
So when you did have it, I guess even at Babio's, I mean, I don't, did you have like if they did come through, were you able to tell? Did you
Oh yeah.
keep them, or did you just go get the fuck out of here?
You get the fuck
Try
out.
it. Oh, okay.
Yeah. At Bob's, we were so busy with the younger ones and like the foot traffic. I didn't give a shit. Just get out.
Yeah.
I don't need to keep it. Just leave.
Fair.
Yeah.
Try your luck elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
See, there would be times. Sometimes I'd give it back to them. Like, this is fake. Get out of my face. Depending, but if they're like being dicks about it, and I go, I'm gonna keep this, and they
Yeah.
go, that's my fucking ID, and I go, well, then call the police. Call the police, and then bring them up here, and then we'll figure out if this is a real ID or not. Because of what I can tell here, this is fucking fake.
Yep.
So if you want it back, call the police on me.
And
So bring them
guess
up
what?
here.
They don't.
Cops
Ever.
never showed up.
Yep.
Yep.
There was one time, and Jenny was bartending at the small bar, and sitting there was me, Garrison, Danny, another bartender, and these young. Oh, Richie was there,
Mm-hmm.
and Richie looked over. There's the small bar Jenny works at on the side. The table's over there. There's a group of young boys, and Richie was like, "Shit, I just kicked them out of Winchester, like last week for being underage and trying to drink at a show.
Oh.
So we told Jenny
Jenny.
that, and she's just so sweet.
Non-confrontational.
Ever.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys,
Can I
but
please?
I
I
think
please
your
see your
ID
IDs?
again. Yeah.
So this group of kids, they come over and she asks them all for their IDs. I bring all them over, and there's like fucking New Jersey and Georgia,
Oh, yeah.
Alaska.
There's a group of best friends.
From all around the world.
Yeah, but they're all from different
Right.
states, but somehow they've been friends for 15
And
years.
you can take those fuckers and like just bend them completely
Oh,
over, and they
yeah.
won't snap. Oh, it was terrible. And they were giving Jenny shit. Well, two of them were giving her shit and like arguing with her, and the bar bag had to get involved. And that's what the bar bag told them. Like, hey, all right, fine. You want your ID back? Call the police.
Yep.
And they shut up and left.
Yeah. Fuck that, dude.
I found it. It was Merlot, Fernet, Rumble, and Fireball.
Ew.
That was Fernet Merlot. Or, sorry, I said Merlot.
Yeah.
That's a wine. Malort
Malort, Fernet, Rumblebeans, and
Make sure you send that to
and-
him. So
yeah.
we,
and
Fireball.
Fireball. See, I was going to say Malort also, but I didn't know if that was too new or not. Okay, so Rumps, Fireball, Malort, and Fernet. So that is the new Four Horsemen. And those are four completely different.
maybe I'm out on doing it because of the Malort.
Yeah. But we have a spiced.
Although I'm sure the Rumblebeans will make it taste like toothpaste.
It
so
might. That's what I'm saying. So we have a peppermint schnapps.
Mm-hmm.
We have a spiced whiskey. We have a digestif, which is the Fernet, and Malort is just bile. Ugh. At least when we were younger, it was like a bunch of whiskeys and a tequila in there.
It was just fun.
Yeah.
That sounds like you want to lose all your friends.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to jail.
Fuck that. Yeah. One of you guys are.
I know a couple people that would willingly try that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's a fun bar, and I'm so happy that it's like at the end of the street because it's so nice to have an end cap, and then we're right there, we're right home, and it's a perfect little bar.
Yeah, I love it.
You know, all the little regulars, the
No
goods and the
food.
bads.
Don't have to deal with food. Oh,
It's okay. I mean, you got the chips, the snacks are fine. Oh,
how do I keep doing it?
that's okay.
It's- Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
the
it
Monte
going.
Tacho would knock that out.
I keep saying it, but I'm gonna do it finally today.
Today,
Yeah.
tomorrow, or
So, okay, how about this? If that bar had a theme song, what would it be?
Well, they already sing cheers to each other.
I was about to say, everybody knows your name.
Well, I was thinking like any song that's out there.
God, I don't
If there was
know.
one for this fucking bar.
Oh.
So they sing cheers together. Is there anything that like another song that comes on that fucking
Roxanne, they play that a lot.
Okay.
Because they make fun of Bob Sands because his name
Oh.
Roxanne Bob Sands.
Bob
Yeah,
Sands?
I think
That's pretty good.
one night we found 41 different versions of Roxanne.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but you know that probably had we played 41 different versions of Roxanne. he was so mad by like the fifth song. He's like, "Okay, come on, guys." And like, by the 10th, and he's like, "Really, really?"
We're still doing this? I'm just gonna go.
he stuck around.
Yeah. He's usually a pretty good sport about
he really
everything.
is.
Yeah.
He really is. He's so sweet. And he brings,
He's definitely one of like the good regulars.
I absolutely, I do adore him, and he brings me cheesecake all the time.
What a dreamboat.
Oh, absolutely. His mom makes it homemade, and
Oh.
it's so good. It's delicious.
Okay. How about this? What is the worst played song on the jukebox that people play? There's one when it comes on, you're like, motherfucker. I know we've talked about this like a long time ago in old episodes, Tomboy.
Yeah.
But
Just with the blonde guys too.
I don't know if I
oh
have
yeah,
like, one.
their episode or
it was on
ours?
theirs.
Their
Yeah,
episode,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I have one particular song. It's more for me when a new song comes out and that shit is just over fucking played
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
every fucking time. Like
I said
every
my
time a new
bad.
group, like every time a new group comes in, so say like a busy Thursday or Saturday night,
Yeah.
every new group that comes in is
Wants
gonna
to play that
same
song.
song.
Oh, yeah.
So in one night, I'm gonna hear like that same, like Pink Pony Club. Love that song. Great
Chappelle
song.
Roan.
Chappelle Roan. Yes.
But I swear God, there are days if I've had to hear it one more time.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
punch
I'm
somebody
sure.
like shot glasses are getting chucked because I've already heard it like 5, 6 times.
Yeah, that's
you
the
know?
downside of
Right, of a
being in
good
the bar
song, yeah.
when the new song comes
Yeah.
out. But
That's just say that's a one bonus of a karaoke night. It's sometimes annoying, but at least they only play it once.
like, hey,
You're
somebody
done.
already
Right.
did the song.
Yep, somebody already
so-
did it. Cool.
Right.
Yep, can't do it. Yeah.
Or if you're a great DJ, you're just like, no, I
No,
don't
I'm
hear
not
that.
doing it.
Somebody already did that.
Yep.
Who? It just started. Yeah, somebody already did it.
Yep. Sorry, you missed your turn. Should have signed up sooner.
Yeah.
So there's not like a single song that gets you fired up. Because as of right now, I feel like I have one that I saw you get worked up over.
I don't like. There's one song that I don't like, and like for myself, it's Blink 182 Adam song. I don't like that one. It's
Okay.
like for emotional reasons.
Sure,
you know?
sure.
And one customer, I talked to him about it because he plays it all the time, and he gets fucking drunk and still plays it. But whatever, what can I do? You know, just 'cause I don't like
Yeah.
something doesn't mean, and it's like totally personal reasons. So
Well, you could have been like, she doesn't know the code words here, but like Garrison, like when he absolutely hated Africa by Toto, and anytime that song would come on, he would just skip the song, ask who played it, and would give them the $1. He's like, fuck you, we're not listening to this fucking song. He's like, who fucking played this? He'd be like, and everyone's like, quiet. He's like, I'm gonna skip it. I'll give you your $1, but tell me who played it. And then he'd be like, I'm skipping it. And then like, here, fuck off. Don't play that shit in here. And he'd get worked up over it.
I used to have a list for the bagel of playlist of all the songs he hated.
Oh, yeah?
On TouchTunes, it's like every once in a while, just fuck with them.
Slip one in.
Oh yeah,
What was like...
Johnny Cash is hurt.
Oh, jeez. Well, that's also such a slow song.
Well, I
to
know,
play
but
at a
I
bar.
only played it because he was annoyed by it.
Like, that's just the same thing as like playing Adam's song, like these like slow, sad songs.
Yeah, yeah.
right, right.
So when just recently when you were bartending and we were exiting, Jess and I, and somebody played Grease.
Oh, fuck.
What's the song? I got chills. They multiply. I forget the name of the song,
I don't
but
fucking care.
but you're like, motherfucker, who
fucking-
fucking played this? And like the girls.
No, you're so right. I did do
But
that.
like I got up, I was like putting my jacket on, I'm like snapping and like singing the song as I'm like,
Pocket collar.
yeah, as I'm
I
walking
turned
out the
around and
door.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah, it's like don't fucking sing to this. I was like,
Right.
this song rules, dude.
I wasn't thinking big enough. I wasn't thinking musicals because I fucking hate musicals.
Tony's a greaser all of a sudden.
Yeah, right.
Pop the collar, start combing my pompadour.
Love that for you.
I think for me it was mostly during Christmas when the Mariah Carey All I Want for Christmas Is You. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I was at Game On one time with my cousin. She was visiting from LA. And we were at Game On. It was on Thanksgiving. And somebody played fucking Mariah Carey All I Want for Christmas 21 times. So we left and went to Riverwood. Riverwood got raided by the police for underage drinking. So we went back to Game On and it was still fucking playing.
That sounds like something I would have done.
But if I were the
Oh, the jukebox
bartender,
is the most annoying song ever.
if I were the
Just leave.
bartender, I would have skipped it. And like, I don't give a shit how much money you spent on, 21 times.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Like, I want my
You deserve it.
customers.
Yeah, yeah,
I want
yeah.
my customers,
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. There was the time that I was bartending, and we had like a Christmas in July thing. So we had like all like the Christmas sales, right? And somebody played All I Want for Christmas Is You. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. And then they played it in German, and then they played it in like it's Spanish. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, who keeps doing this? I'm like, skip. And then it was just Backstreet Boys after that.
German.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Oh yeah, no, there's several versions because that song is such a banger to some people's eyes. I'm sure it's obviously made so much money. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
All the retail
Everybody's covered
stores.
it.
Yeah. But
I think
yeah,
My Chemical Romance did it too.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
they might have because
Yeah,
there
yeah.
is a pop punk Christmas album
Did
you can find on
Weezer do
Spotify. Yeah.
Maybe.
Speaking of, dude, their cover of Africa is literally just the same,
Same
song.
thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
Their
doesn't
cover of
even-
everything
Yeah.
is literally just the same song. That whole album is literally just like almost verbatim the
Okay,
same songs.
I will go back. You're probably not wrong, but but there's usually like a Weezer
There's a little bit,
edge,
yeah.
something, but Africa is
It's just
it's
straight
just
up,
the
yeah.
same fucking
everything,
song.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, if you're a little too tipsy, you're like, wait, which one is this?
Yeah.
Yeah. I also, there was a night, and I didn't realize it at the time because it was a slam Saturday night, but I hear fucking jam band playing, right? And I'm like, I look at the jukebox, I was like, fucking, somebody played Fish.
Oh my god, I had that happen to me once.
Yeah, it's fucking. Go on, if you want to.
I was up in Tremont, and somebody played 3 Fish songs in a row. I didn't care. I was like, fuck the bank count, just load it up, touch tunes. I played Miley Cyrus and Kylie Rae Jepsen every intermixing, and then we just left.
It's like play next, play next, play next,
Play next, every
yeah.
other song, because I couldn't do every song in a row.
Yeah.
So I had to go back and forth, back and forth. Like, who can play these songs? I'm like, yeah, what an asshole.
Dude, same thing. Like, I was like, okay, I'm like, fuck, someone's playing this. Like, it's a busy Saturday. I at least want something cool playing.
Right.
And then I'm like busy for a minute, and I'm like,
It's
is the same song still
Yeah,
playing?
yeah.
And I look back at the jukebox, and you can see the queue in there, and there's 4 fucking Fish songs. And I go, we're not doing this. I fucking muted the jukebox, and I yelled to the whole bar, and I go, who the fuck played Fish? Silence. Like
Nobody's gonna own it.
Like a fucking church.
Nobody owns it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
nobody
go,
wants to own it.
who played Fish? Anybody want to own up to this?
No.
No one says a thing. I go, I'm going to skip it, and you're wasting your money. No one says a thing. I go, okay. So I fucking skip all the Fish songs until whatever came on next. I was like, fuck you guys, dude. We're not listening to fucking 4 hours of fucking jam
Yeah.
band. Suck my dick.
When I first started at Bob's, a good friend of mine and a local musician, well-respected one, is when we first became friends. He would come into Bob's on a busy Friday or Saturday night and play that one really long, drawn-out Bob Dylan song.
I fucking hate Bob Dylan. Every time
know,
he
we talked
sings,
about
yeah,
this.
he's like,
Yeah, we
"Wee, I'm on a slide. Whoa, this song's awesome.
You're revving
Listen
up the
to me
engine.
sing. Yeah,
Wee.
whoa.
But that's the only time that I've like skipped a song, like pause the music, like who fucking played it? You do this shit again, and find out who you are. You might be banned. Like I don't want to deal with this shit. It's
Yeah.
like, you lose customers that way. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a fucking 7 or 11-minute song. It's fucking
Yeah.
long as shit.
Oh yeah, people would do that shit with like the Peter Frampton.
Oh god.
Dude, what is it like? Do you feel? Do you feel like I do? Like that song? Like yeah, it's like 11-minute song. It's like oh my god,
dang.
fuck this.
It's just
Half
rude.
Meatloaf songs.
Honestly,
Huh?
Meatloaf songs.
Oh yeah, but also at the same time, it could be like the whole thing, like Tomboy. Like I'm just gonna fucking play this shit and then I'm fucking out of here
Yeah.
and let the other people. I mean, I've done it with the. It was an 11-minute song, but that "Suck on My Ball" song.
yeah.
I'm like, this is gonna be hilarious. I'm gonna fucking play this because I've played it before, and people start blaming each other. Like, there's that one black dude with his wife is white.
Kate.
Okay,
Dwight and Kate,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, he was sitting there, and I played that song, and I'm sitting at the end of the bar by the door. Somebody's sitting all the way at the other end. He's sitting in the middle. And they yell across the bar, ask him if he played that song.
I love
He's
that.
like, what? Because I'm the only fucking black guy in this bar? Fuck you. I fucking don't like this song. I was like, I'm sitting there going, oh, this is so good. This is so good. And I'm like singing and just like, stop.
I love that.
Yeah.
I get such enjoyment trolling my regulars.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
show them.
yeah.
I really enjoy it. For a while there, I was telling the old guys I needed them to look up something online for me. And like they have to get out their readers, you know, put them on the edge of their nose and get their phone and like, oh, okay, sweetheart, go ahead. Okay.
Yeah,
And
the
I'm
biggest-
like www.
I would say the biggest-
Getfridayplans.com. It's that generic Viagra website. You gotta have fun with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would say the best thing is just troll your friends. So, like, don't.
Oh.
Worst thing you have to do is say, "Oh, I hate this song. I hate this band." It's like
Oh,
I'll remember
yep.
this,
I'm gonna
yeah.
write this down.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
gonna play it
my
all the time.
my buddy did that not that long ago, and I had to leave the bar, and I was up there for a little bit. He's like, "Oh, I fucking hate Aerosmith." All right, load up the jukebox full of Aerosmith songs. I was driving, and he's like, "Did you fucking play Aerosmith?" I'm like, "Yep." He's like, "I know it's you, asshole." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yep."
My friend Sarah hates Rush, so anytime Rush plays while she's working in either bar, she'll do that. She'll pause it. She won't even give them their money. She's like, "Who played it? Fuck you. Close your tab. Get out." She hates Rush so much.
That's Garrison. Garison's
Ugh.
like, fuck you. I'm not listening to this. Same thing.
Yeah, they're kind of the same.
So this so like trolling the patrons, we kind of got to, my buddy and I, we got to kind of know some of the bartenders over the one down the street here. And we were sitting there drinking for a few hours, and we were playing pool, and I beat him in the first game. And he goes, all right. He's like, whoever wins or whoever loses the second game has to buy shots. And I go, okay, deal. Like, I fucking whooped your ass, dude. Cool, free shots for me. He goes, but whoever has to order the shots, you have to ask for Devil's Come as the shot. Because earlier in the night, we were talking about nostalgic shots, as I was saying earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, so you have to ask for the shots. You just tell him it's called Devil's Come. And I was like, okay, we'll just play it off like it's something from before. And so we're playing. It's down to just the fucking 8 ball. And of course, I fucking lose. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Fuck you.
Thought you had it.
So we get over there to the bar, and I'm like, this sucks. And it's a girl, right? And so I was like, we're already like closed out, and we're like, hey, we're gonna do one more shot before we go. And she's like, all right, cool. What do you want? And I was like, it's another like older one. It's called Devil's Come. And she's like, what's it called? And I was like, it's called Devil's Come. I don't remember everything that's in it. And she's like, well, hold on. I'll get my phone and look it up. I'm like, fuck, this is not what I was looking for. Because I looked back at my friend. I go, like, to play it off. I was like, yeah, it was like ones we used to drink in our 20s, right? And he's like, yeah. So I was like, yeah, it's like one of the old ones. And she's like, I'll go look it up. I'm like, shit. So she like is like walking around, and one of the guys from the back comes back and talks to her. I was like, and she's like, I don't know where my phone is. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. We'll just have 2 shots of tequila. Like, don't even worry about it. And the guy that's sitting right there at the bar, he goes, dude, I was so curious on what this was in this shot that I fucking looked it up. He's like, all I have is porn coming up. And we start dying laughing. And he's scrolling. He's like, look at this. He's like, this, devil this, like sex with the devil. And I go, stop.
I don't want to see it.
Scroll back up. What did you search?
Wait, go back to that one video.
Yeah. I go, what did you search? And he searched up Devil's Cum Shot. And I started dying laughing. And I was like, this was not even supposed to be part of the bit. This is a complete accident. I was like, oh my God. I was like, of course you're getting porn. You're looking up Devil's Cum Shot, dude. And he's like, fuck. He's like, I was actually looking to see what was in the ingredients for this.
But he didn't say recipe.
Yeah. So he's just looking up porn that has to do with devils and cum shots.
That's like the best Simpsons prank phone call to the bar.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Complete
that's so
Can I get
funny.
Devil's Cum Shot?
Yeah.
Cum Shot here?
Yeah. But it made it so much better.
Oh,
It was
perfect.
so good.
Oh my God. I wish I had brought it up. Did I show you what one of my regulars gave me?
No?
It's a fucking a penis laser.
Like the laser pens that has like the laser or the penis?
Yeah.
I've seen videos of those.
I got a picture. I'll show you this picture I took because I was trolling the regulars again.
Sick.
Hold on, let's see, where is it?
Is this a photo that so like on like our YouTube video, until we get back onto videos, there's times that we put photos up there.
Yeah.
Is it okay to have this photo up on our YouTube video?
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
he'd mind because I ended
Okay.
up showing it. I ended up showing him. But it's just so,
Let me see. Yeah.
it's so perfect.
Oh, perfect.
Let me see this.
I will wear a hat. And
Oh
Bobby
my
Yoda.
God! Oh yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah.
So there's a bald guy right now in this photo. If you're watching YouTube, you can see the photo. But there's a bald guy sitting there, and Z has used the laser pen, and there's a red dick just on his head, and he has no idea.
I'll send it to you right now. Actually.
Yeah, send it over.
I wear a hat every time I go. I'll just keep one in the car just in case. I usually always wear one, but it's like,
Yeah.
just in case.
So there's no dicks on your head.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun to play with. And then we went up to your old job last night, and I took it out and just started putting it like playing with it.
You got it.
People were looking around. I was like, okay, it's time to go now. Okay, it's like, I'm having a little too much fun.
Are there any drinks that you judge people for when they order them?
Um,
I mean, like this kind of bar is obviously like nothing like too crazy. It's pretty standard,
so
but
nothing really surprised me because I think you would know. Like, you can look at somebody and I'm like, all right, vodka soda, splash of crayon, you know?
Right,
like
right.
that. Nothing surprised me. The ones that I hate are like,
Long Island iced tea.
I'll take something sweet. Okay.
Uh-huh.
okay, motherfucker, what kind of sweet are you talking?
Yeah.
Here's a lemon drop.
Like,
Yeah. No,
or
fuck
like
that.
I've got 20 different flavored vodkas.
Yeah.
I've got like
What
16
kind of
different
sweet?
washes.
Yeah.
I've got lime juice and grenadine. Like what
What do you-
what are you talking about here?
Start
Like,
from the
what
beginning.
kind of sweet?
What do you
Yeah.
usually drink? Like
Do you
what
want-
spirit?
Right? Do you want
Go
some
from
fucking
there.
blackberry brandy or do you want raspberry vodka?
Yeah.
You want some red stag or like what do
Yeah.
what are we talking about
Yeah.
here? Those are the ones that piss me off. Or like I had this guy one time, give me the drink you think I'd like. So I just
Here's
gave
a
him,
shot of Jameson.
I
Yep.
gave him a shot of Tito's.
There you go.
Plain motherfucker.
Should have gave him a Malort.
If it were out, I fucking would have. It was a while ago.
Do you remember that like Cleveland whiskey that came out? Like,
Ugh, it was
It was
terrible.
awful.
Oh, I'm
Like,
glad you did. Yeah, it was
every bar I
awful.
remember
So
going
bad.
to, they were trying to just give this shit away because
Yeah.
like everybody bought bottles from what I remember because it was like, oh, it's gonna be so popular, everybody's gonna want it, because
Well,
it's
they
Cleveland.
did really good with their marketing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But then
Because it's
everybody
Cleveland,
bought the
someone's
first.
like, yeah, one in.
Yeah.
Everybody bought the first round, and then nobody was drinking it because it's awful.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah.
They
Sucks.
ended up making
The Christmas one wasn't
they-
awful, but yeah.
they ended up making hand sanitizer during COVID, taking because they did a tequila and made hand sanitizer. We used it at Bob's. And there was one night I got pulled over on the way home, and I was like, "Fucking A, I just smell like straight tequila, but it's a fucking hand
Oh,
sanitizer."
no.
And I would thank God I was sober, and like,
Yeah.
I was like, "Shit, this is really gonna suck." Like, I'm used to smelling like alcohol, like beer or something,
Yeah.
and spill
Yeah,
on
yeah,
me.
of course.
But I smelled like straight tequila.
That shit sucks.
hmm
Now, also, all right, here's another one. So, like, being a girl bartender, different from guys. Like, as a guy bartender, I would get hit on, like, sometimes here and there. You get dudes that are coming in, hitting on you. Is anybody, like, giving you, like, crazy pickup lines or say some off-the-wall shit to try to get your number?
There've been, oh my God, there's so many. Like, it's a daily freaking occurrence. Do you remember Ozzy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was probably one of the most vulgar and descriptive. Like, he told me,
Can't
Totally.
wait for this.
he told me one time, it's actually a fun story. Came in and he said, Z, your legs are Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I need dinner in between.
The
So
holidays.
So that's why I came in today. And I was like, fuck you, dude. Like, I don't even have time for your bullshit today. I was like, you know what? You're already trash. I don't got to deal with you. I'm not serving you.
Yeah.
And he was starting to yell at me and tell me, like, fuck off, and end up grabbing somebody else's drink and dumping it on one of the bar stools. So old man Jimmy got up and punched him in the fucking throat.
Oh, really? Damn, that rules.
Right? Yeah, that was a fun story.
I can only imagine it, like, being hit on from, like, the drunk dudes as a female bartender and how often that's got to happen. 'Cause
Well, I think one of the worst ones was I'm not gonna name names here, but you'll know somebody's son who doesn't really drink. He doesn't drink.
I know who you're talking
Okay.
about. Yep.
He came up to me one time and was like, I heard you're like Oprah with pussy. We should hang out.
What? What does that even mean? Like, is
misheard-
it supposed to be like you get a free card, you get a free card? So
yeah, he misheard Richie talking about something outside of the bar while he was smoking. Richie was talking to Chloe, my friend, about something, and kid misheard Richie say something, and he came in, and I was like, "What the fuck are you saying?"
like you get pussy, you get pussy.
Oprah like pussy. Richie's like, "I didn't even mention Oprah."
Dude, that rules.
Oh, it was. I was like, "Boy, go home. Take your drink and go home." God,
Oh man.
what were your best pickup lines?
I never really. Well, I used to get the old ladies that would come
Oh,
in.
I'm sure.
The old ladies that would come in, they would get all slopped up on vodka crayons,
Mm-hmm.
and they'd get all smiley with me, and they'd put their hand out, right, and then I'd have to put my hand in there with them. And then they flip my hand over, and they're just kind of petting my hand. And they're like, "Your hands are so soft. You should be a doctor." And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
But then I'd have to go
That's
to
what I'm
college.
working for.
I'm working my way through school right now.
Yeah.
Actually.
It's the male equivalent of a stripper.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd get those old ladies. Other girls would tell me that it's their birthday and they want to take somebody home and ask me what time I'm getting off. I'm like, baby girl, I'm not out of here till like 4:30.
4:30.
Yeah. You're already gonna be zonked out. I've already served you enough, vodka
it would take down a
cranberries.
fucking horse, yeah.
Yeah. Like you're done after this one you're already drinking right now. You're not gonna be able to keep up. But I did have one, which was also a birthday girl. And this is kind of funny because when she was like, same thing, like, hey, when are you working till? And I was like, I'm here till close. She's like, okay, I can hang out till then. And I was like, well, you have to be out of the bar at 2:30.
Right.
I'm not gonna get out here till 4:30, so I wouldn't even get to your house till like 5. And she's like, it's cool. She's like, it's totally cool. Like I'll stay up. I'll wait for you. And I was like, okay. So I kind of played it off like this girl's wasted, and it's like I'm not gonna argue with them. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever you say, sure. And then she like slides me a piece of paper with her phone number on it, and I was like, okay, cool. Put it in my pocket, working a little bit more, and then she's like, hey, I just want to ask you a question. I was like, okay. She's like, so. You're coming over tonight, right? And I was like, yeah, maybe, depending on when I get out of here. And she's like, okay, so before we get into everything, I just want to know, like, what are you into? And I was like, well, what do you mean?
Start.
Yeah, and I go, wait. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, well, there's things that I'm into, and I'm sure there's other people into things. So I want to know what you're into. I'll tell you what I'm into. And that way we're able to please each other. There's no confusion or anything. I go,
it's a hell of a negotiation. Right?
Yeah, and I go, that is fucking right to the point.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of respect it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's like, I want this. You're going to do it this way. Whatever you want, I'll do it that way. And I was like, that's kind of awesome. But I didn't pull the trigger.
The one that
What
got
were
away.
her some like freaky shit?
Not that I remember. Well, she liked being choked, and she also liked being she wanted me to spit in her mouth.
Well, that's so basic.
Okay, well, I don't know a lot of girls that want spit in their mouth, so.
I was thinking you were gonna tell me she's like, I want you to lay in the tub while I piss on you or some shit.
No. I mean, I would have. I'm a pleaser. If she's like, if you were to come over and piss on me, I would have. I mean, I'm a pleaser. This is what you want. This is, and then be like, hey, okay, I pissed on you.
That's my turn.
Yeah. That's so weird. We're in the same things. No,
That's awesome.
no. But I meant like, okay, cool. Now here's the things that I want. But yeah, I think that was like the most like direct forward. Just like, hey, if you're coming over, this is what I want, and then I'll do whatever you want. And I was like, okay.
Oh God.
Yeah. But I told her before she was like leaving, I was like, hey, listen, I was like, I'm not going to get out here till really late. Just still trying to use excuses that I'm not going to go meet up with this girl.
These
right.
Excuses a lot.
And I was like, I have your number, maybe some other time we can meet up like on the weekend. She goes, oh, no. She goes, this is a one-time deal. She's like, it's my birthday today. She's like, I just want to do this like tonight. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess I won't text you later.
Morning.
Yeah. I was like, kind of thrown back by that. I was like, oh, okay. All right, fine.
You're like, I'm disposable.
Yeah. I was like, oh, no, I'm just a bartender.
What am I, a piece of meat to you?
Yeah. Yeah, I got to say, that was probably like the weirdest one that I've gotten. And again, like, dudes don't usually get hit on as often as a bartender.
No.
No.
The girls get it left
Every
and
day.
right. Yeah,
Every
yeah.
day. And every day, and sometimes from the same dudes over and over. There's like, and several times there have been a couple times when dudes like try to put hands on you and like grab you in different ways, and you have to like lay down the fucking law. I think the last one was probably like a year ago. This guy moved away. He used to be a regular, but he moved to the east side. Thank God. He was weird. He looked like a fucking toe. It was so gross. When I was walking around the bar to go into the beer room to grab some stuff to stock, motherfucker grabbed my ass. And I had to turn around and like slap him. And I was like, I don't know who the fuck you think you're touching. You're cashing out now and you got to go home.
Yeah.
And then the next day I just got like Facebook messages like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, you're not. You're a stupid fuck.
Yeah.
You thought you could do that in I called you out in front of
Yep.
everybody.
You thought that
Yeah.
you're gonna grab
You
my
thought that
ass
was
and it was
gonna
gonna work. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm spoon over you.
Oh, he pinched my butt. He
Oh
must
my
like
god,
me.
he really wants me. This toe wants me.
What's any like crazy times that you had to like kick anybody out?
Oh my gosh, all the time. Yeah. Oh, what's the most recent? Well, there was one time, this little douchebag kid, I was like 22, 23, like super young. He and his little pup collar friends are playing darts, and it was like, we kept telling him last call, and it was probably about 2:32. It was a busy Saturday night. Jacob went over to grab their drinks, and like, come on, man, we told you it's time to go. And he starts calling Jacob a and like,
Oh, jeez.
getting like aggressive with Jacob, and I was like, oh, you thought, son. So I went over and I grabbed the drink because I'm definitely more aggressive than Jacob, which is hilarious. Anyway,
Yeah.
I go over and grab the drink, and kid starts yelling at me, and I did. I was the first one to like put hands on him because I like pushed him back from Jacob. And the kid was like, "Don't fucking touch me! Don't fucking touch me!" And then Chris Barone, that real big guy, that big regular,
Yeah.
I just like felt this presence, like
You woke up over.
I just feel this presence, like loom.
Yeah.
And the kid,
What'd
like,
you say, bitch?
and the kid, Chris didn't say anything, and the kid was like, "I'm leaving."
Yeah.
He's like, "I don't want to be here anyway." We're like, "Okay."
Yeah,
bye."
you don't want to get
Yeah,
your
that's how the argument
Yeah.
started. Is that you didn't want to be here,
Yeah.
right?
I didn't want to be here so long.
Yeah. You would have fucking stayed here playing darts when kicking your ass out.
Right. And then Tom, the old Tom, we had which I love Tom, but he's a weird one. He came in, it was his third time in. It was like 1:30 in the morning. This was just a couple weeks ago. Like his third time in, 1:30 in the morning. I could tell he was like a little bit in the cup, so it was like a block away. He just wanted a shot of vodka, vodka on the rocks. I gave it to him. And he started saying just shit like, I love how you carry my drinks. You're so sexy. Oh, just saying weird shit. And I was like, Tom, we've talked about this. You're not allowed to talk about my body. Like, you're here too often. You make me uncomfortable. I don't, we've gone over
Yeah.
this. Like, behave yourself. And I told him he was being disrespectful. And then at that point, he started yelling at me. And I was like, who do you think you're talking to?
Yeah. Did you forget that I'm the bartender?
Right? And I started giving it right back to him, and got to the point where we were screaming at each other so hard. Like 4 dudes at the end of the bar. It was Peter, Jacob, Richie, and somebody else, can't remember. They all started to get up and come over, and I turned around and I was like, no, I got this. I went to go grab a shot of vodka and tell Tom, like, get the fuck out. Like, it's $2.50. I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
Bye, leave. You're done for the night, son. And he went to grab it at the same time, and I snatched it and I fucking whipped it at the wall.
Oh, man.
I was like, get the fuck out. I was over it. But we've had those conversations before. You have to respect me.
Yep.
Especially if we're going to see each other on a daily basis. You are going to respect me.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
I'll respect you, respect me.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have thrown the glass, but
But it's
I
very
made- I
cool
made a point.
theatrics, though.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm really good with that. I got that down. The drama's all mine.
I think one of my coolest stories, still back when I was working at the bar with all the gyros, there was maybe it was probably like a Saturday, because I think the Bucks were on, because they typically play Saturdays, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I was working like a Saturday, and it was like, I don't know, the bar was like decently full, like maybe like 8 to 10 people, right? Nothing crazy yet. The game is like maybe just getting started, and these 2 guys walk in, and one guy's like my height, I'm like 5'7", and he's got this other guy that's probably like 6'4", and they sit at the end of the bar, like right by the door. And they order 2 Budweisers, and they have like a shot of like Jameson, right? And that's kind of it. And so again, this is the time where like before they open up the restaurant side, I had to bartend and
Yeah, make the-
cook.
yeah.
I had to shave the gyro meat. I had to build the whole fucking gyro. If people wanted like fries or anything else, I had to like time the fucking fryer and kind of do all that while still making sure everyone's drinks are fucking full, right? So I'm in the middle of kind of like doing all of this stuff, and all of a sudden I just hear all this commotion going on. And I look down at the end of the bar, because I'm like shaving the fucking meat off like the gyro
Yeah.
thing spinning around. And I look down at the end of the bar, and those 2 fucking guys are fucking tussling.
Ugh.
They're just like wrapping each other up. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I get over back by the bar. I'm like, hey, you two fucking knock it off, or I'm kicking you the fuck out of here. They just fucking keep going at it. Yeah. And it gets to a point where the little guy's got the big guy in like a headlock, and he like falls backwards, and like the big guy hits his head on the floor and like pulls back and like passes out. I'm like, what the fuck? And then the little guy is like kind of like passed out, or not, he's like stumbling around, and then he falls over the big guy, hits his head, and they're both knocked out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I fucking grab my phone and I call the owner. Thank God he was really close by. Yeah. I'm like, yo, there's a fucking fight going on here. Like, I need you to get over here right now. So he's like, I'll be there in 2 seconds. So I'm like looking at these two. I'm like, okay, they're both breathing. I run back over and I start keeping going with the gyro to make sure nothing's like burning and everything. And I'm yeah, I'm still putting these like gyros together. And then he shows up, and I walk over with him. I'm like, he's like, get up. And they start like coming to, and then like the big guy like takes his shirt off and starts swinging it around. And the bar owner is talking to the little guy. He's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, you guys need to pay your fucking tab and get the fuck out of here. And the little guy is like screaming at the bar owner. And then all of a sudden, the bar owner sees the big guy, and he starts running towards one of our locals. And she's just like, I don't know, like in like her 30s. She's just sitting there having her drinks. Yeah. But he starts running over with his fist up in the air like this, and the bar owner comes over and fucking yanks it up, and he's like, dude, what the fuck? And starts pushing him back. It's like, and like they fall, they knock over a whole fucking table, pushes him against the wall. The big guy sits down on the ground. He's like, don't fucking get up. In the meantime, the little guy's like, I'll see you later, and fucks off. Takes off. Oops, I didn't mean to say his name. He's like, come over here and make sure this guy doesn't fucking get up. I was like, okay. So I'm like making gyros. I walk over there, and the guy's like kind of like in and out of him, like, it's like, don't fucking get up. Stay the fuck there. Just trying to be aggressive. I'm like, intimidate this gigantic guy that's like an entire foot taller than I am. And he's like, ugh, and I was like, stay the fuck there. And I run back over, and I keep making like the gyros. I'm like putting like tomatoes and the onions and everything on there. And I run back, and I was like, don't fucking move, man. Stay right there. The fucking police are here. And he's like, and I like run back over, start working on the gyros. Come back over down. Yeah. And by the time I get back over, the guy gets back up, and he fucking runs outside, and I chase after him.
Gyro in hand.
No. Those are all still sitting there. Those are still sitting over there. But I fucking run back out of the bar, and the police are there, and like, he runs out, and the one cop grabs the big guy, and they have him pinned against the wall. The little guy's like, bye, and takes off running down the street, and then the cop fucking takes off chasing after that guy, and I was like, what the fuck? So I run back inside. I finish fixing up the gyros and the fries. I give it to the couple. I sit there and I go, there they go. And they go, what the fuck? And I go, I know, right, dude?
Dinner and a show.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, fucking bucks, am I right? Yeah. And they're like, dude, I can't believe you just fucking like cooked these perfect ass fucking gyros and kind of kept going on with this like whole fighting situation. I was like, this is what we do here.
Yeah, man, I would have given up.
Yeah. Oh no, I was like, let's fucking go. And then of course I had to like then pick up the table and like sweep up like the broken glass and shit. Yeah. But yeah, that's probably like one of the craziest times that like get the fuck out of here situation.
Wild.
What about the stupid questions? Like when they come in, they go, what's cheap? What's cheap that you got here?
Well, my favorite, because I'm at a bar with so many bottles of bourbon.
Yeah.
They'll come in.
It's a big collection.
I'll take a whiskey. Yeah, motherfucker.
This is not a fucking movie, idiot. Like, what kind?
Which fucking one? You want a sarsaparilla? What the fuck? Oh yeah, I'll take a bourbon. Okay, motherfucker. 160 bottles of bourbon. Which fucking one do you want? What beers are on tap? I don't know. There's 6.
Yeah, they're right there.
6 that are right there. Can't you fucking read? Like, and then I tell them what all the drafts are. I'll take a Bud Light. Fucker.
Like a Bud Light bottle?
Oh, yeah. Bud Light bottle.
Yeah.
Bud Light bottle. Do you remember Sean Kennedy?
Oh, yeah. From Bob's?
Yeah. So at Bob's, we had that bell on the wall. Do you remember the bell?
Yeah.
Teddy ended up taking that bell. Anyway, Sean was one for stupid questions and just saying stupid shit.
So you're in the bell every time.
It got to be Sean's dumbbell, and every time he said something, we were just ringing because he would say the dumbest fucking shit. But about everything in life, was everything, not just alcohol. Although the last time he was at my bar,
Yeah.
he was like, "I don't drink Bud Light anymore." And I was like, "Oh, let me guess why."
Yeah.
Of course.
Was it
And
the
he was
whole
like,
only the gays and the trans are drinking Bud Light?
I'm not gonna support that.
Yeah.
I'll take a Rolling Rock. Will you? Same
That's
fucking
so
company.
crazy.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
the thing. It's like half the
Oh,
bar, half the
and
beers
like-
you're going to drink
and
are
he was
owned by
like-
the same
And
company.
he was like, "Oh, is it? I'll have a Labatt." I'm like, "Really? You know what? I'm just gonna give you this one." I'm like, you're supporting the same fucking company, moron.
Yeah.
Like,
They have like 12 different beers.
yeah. I'm like, they've taken over everything.
Yeah.
Shit. You would even be supporting them going through, some of our local ones like Platform and shit.
Yeah.
It's just so dumb.
That's when I was like a kid. Like, I mean, just off topic a little bit, but like people were like love Hot Topic but hate Abercrombie. I'm like, it's owned by the same company, right?
Yeah. Same shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess one's more gothic and one's more
Yeah,
preppy.
but it's like, oh, fuck
Yeah.
those kids. I'm gonna go extreme,
Yeah.
gothic
fuck
stuff.
you guys, yeah.
Yeah.
But they have no idea that they're supporting
Supporting
the same company.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just like stupidity and
Oh yeah.
People are so dumb. What's good here?
yeah. Oh my god.
What's good here?
What's your favorite?
What do you,
I don't. What
do
are
you
your
mean?
taste buds?
Yeah. What do
Yeah.
you mean? What's good here?
Do you like spicy? Do you like sweet?
Do you drink
Yeah.
beer? Do you drink
Like-
bourbon? Do you
Right.
drink tequila? What do you mean? What's good here? It's a bar. It probably has everything that you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Idiots.
Yeah, those are my favorite. Yeah.
Same thing though, too. Like with like the whiskey, you're like, oh, what can I get you? I'll have a beer. Okay. Well, this isn't the movies. You have to
Right.
tell me. I'm not gonna just bring you a beer.
It's not
Okay.
gonna magically be what you want.
I'm
when
gonna
I
bring
hand it to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring you a Bud Light, and then you'd be
Right.
like, "That shit's gay. I'm not drinking that." Like, tell me what
Or-
you want.
or an IPA, and they're like, "Oh, I don't drink that."
Yeah. Ugh.
Okay, well, I need to know what you do
Yeah,
fucking want.
What do you want?
Right,
It's a
what do you
fucking
want?
bar.
What do you want?
What do you want? What about the? Do you guys do birthday shots here?
Oh my god.
Yeah, we
Or
do.
even
If
worse-
somebody else is paying for you.
Did you ever have anybody just like, especially the girls, will come up to bartenders and like, "It's my birthday."
Oh my
Okay.
god, yeah.
Okay, cool. I know what you're asking for, and you're not
Yeah.
fucking getting it.
Yeah.
If I liked you and you were cool,
Unless
I
you're like
might have
a-
been like, "Let's do a shot together," because
I'll
I
buy
like
yours.
to drink.
Yeah.
You know?
And I'll buy your birthday shot. But I
Yeah.
don't know you.
Right,
and-
but when you're like, "It's my birthday," oh, okay, that's cool.
so which one of your friends are buying
Right.
it?
Becky. Did that ever bother you when like people come up to the bar and especially on a busy night and they've been waiting there for a few minutes, so it's not like they had time to get the shit straight. So somebody comes up to the bar and they're like, two Bud Lights or 2 Miller
What do
Lights,
you want? What do you want?
a Jameson. Brenda, what do you want?
Oh my god, yeah.
John, what do you want? Bitch, how come you didn't figure this out before
Yeah.
you got up here? And you've had time.
Yeah, you already sat
I've
here
been-
for like 6-7
Because
minutes.
I've
yeah.
been busy. I've seen you, but I've been busy. You had time to work this shit out. Now you're wasting my fucking time.
Yeah.
To be fair, I've had that happen to me, but I also will like go take care of somebody else. I'll
I'll
come
figure
back.
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Come back to me.
That's what I would do. I'd go, okay, how about you go talk to John and I'll go get your Bud Lights
That's
and
what
Miller
I-
Lights.
You take care of what I told you.
Yeah.
I'll come back.
Yeah.
And if you're busy, go to somebody else. Yeah.
What's the worst thing that pisses you off that people do to get your attention?
I would say snapping is probably
Oh yeah,
snapping. Don't you
oh,
ever?
Oh yeah.
How degrading.
Don't-
Don't you
Arm up.
fucking snap at me.
The arm up
Arm-
is it's
Like if you're
I-
leaning over.
you know, there's
and-
some motion drunk people know, and one of
Yeah.
them, for so many uses, is the arm in the
Yeah,
air.
because they're used to
So,
like you have to ask a question.
Yes, yes.
In
It's
school.
going back to school. Yeah.
Back to children. Back to children. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Johnny. What would you like?
Yeah.
So I don't really mind the arm in the air because it's just like it's some function that's like, you know?
yeah.
The one that reaches over the bar, like, hey,
No.
flag you
But
down.
the snapping, 'cause
Clapping and
usually
snapping,
they lean
yeah.
over
Oh.
to
Yeah.
do it because
Yep.
it's not like a
Yeah.
They're like, get your attention.
Garcon.
Yeah. Oh
The
no,
tapping gets me too. The like tap when
tapping
they,
with like a card or something.
no tapping with their empty bottle or
Oh
empty
yeah.
glass. I'm
Hey,
like,
can you hear this?
bitch, tap it any harder, you're gonna break it.
Yeah.
You clean it up. Like I know you're there. Right now.
I can see you.
Right.
You just have to wait your fucking turn.
And the more you do that, the longer I'm gonna take to get to you.
Oh yeah, no, dude. There's definitely times that people were snapping at me, and I'm running through, and I go, "Don't fucking snap at me.
Yeah.
You will be there. Like I'll get to you when I get to you, but now I just make sure I got everybody
Right,
around them
you-
first,
Yeah.
and then come to them."
You know, same kind of thing, but beneficial. Like, do you ever get the bartender treatment when you go to another bar and you know, like your friends are working?
Oh yeah,
busy as shit.
but they
But
get
to
you
see
out of
you-
everybody.
Yeah.
100%. I
my
would do
God.
that every time.
Oh, and
Slammed bar.
I'll do it to my friends, and it always gets done to me. Like the last time was at Marriott's, it was super busy, and one of my friends was working. And there were guys like holding their money out, like we were just talking, like holding their money out, tapping the card on either side. I walked up, she's like, "Oh my god, girl, got my round." The guy was like, "What the fuck? I've been here for like 10 minutes." I just walked away. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. And at that point too, it's like you guys are probably gonna barely tip me anyway, so I'm not even gonna try to fucking kiss your ass.
No.
Yeah.
Like it's not like
No.
it's gonna make a fucking difference.
Right.
Like, fuck you
You're gonna
guys.
make 10 lemon drops, and they're gonna give you $1.50.
Yeah.
You know?
The fuck out of here.
That's
right.
why-
Like, you know how much work just went into that?
Yeah.
Like,
That's why I used to go on like a couple handful of bars. Like I used to go every once in a while, like every Sunday for a while at Richland.
Mhm.
And Jamie Stanton was like bartender or whatever. He just we had a system 1, 2, or 3. If I'm drinking beer, cider, or liquor, and he sees me like
Yep.
I throw up a number. He's like, by the time I get to the bar, he's got my drinks already. I'm like, hell yeah,
Yep.
thank you. Yeah, I took the shit out of all of them, but you
Yeah.
know, but
That's what's great about the regulars too. There's some you can just look
Yeah,
at,
'cause-
Yeah.
and they'll give you the nod, so you can add it into like your, I got to do this, and then grab,
Yep.
yeah,
whatever.
Like yep.
like they'll
Notice,
wait
yeah.
their turn. They don't
Mhm.
care. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
you're busy. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Mhm.
You'll give me when I'm ready.
Those are my
It
favorite.
is nice too. Like when you walk in and the bartender already has like 'cause it's
Has
your
a beer
friend
waiting
and
for you?
has
Yeah.
your drink
Yep.
ready for you. Yeah. There was back when the Spitfire used to be the Spitfire. There was one of the bartenders there, and I was like, "Hey," and I was like drunk, and I was like, "I have a request," and she goes, "Okay," and I go, "Anytime that I need to have a drink, or if you see my glass is empty." Oh, hold on, let me think about this. How did I say this? I go, "Oh no," I would go. I'm just gonna pretend that her name is Mary. Okay.
Okay.
So and I go, anytime that I go, "Pint of lager, please, Mary," and I was like, "But I would need you to go, right you are, my love," and then bring me a drink. And for like years, anytime that was like, like empty and she's strolling around, I go, "Pint of lager, please, Mary." She goes, "Right you are, my love," and then she'd bring me a black label, and that was just like a fun thing to
Fucking love
do.
it.
Yeah,
Don't
Oh,
you love
yeah.
that though?
Yeah.
Like that is the rapport you can build
Oh, yeah,
up
yeah.
with regulars. It is.
Mhm.
It's more like when after a certain point, it's not just customer. They're not really friends, but they're not really not friends.
Yeah.
It's-
yeah.
I'm not really paid to like you anymore. Like,
Yeah, we don't hang out outside of the bar. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
get along really, really
Yes,
well.
yes.
Tip
like,
well.
Yeah.
Like we don't have to be best friends. We don't have to hang out outside of work,
But,
but
we can really
you
vibe
come
when
here
you're
often.
here.
We're
Yeah.
fun to hang out and bullshit with. You tip well.
You gonna bring me food?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
well,
Yeah.
That's the one thing I've noticed because like some weird regulars will like come offer people food. It's like I look at the bartender like, oh yeah, he's cool. I'm like, okay. But he's just like, I made jerky. Would you like some? I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't know you, dude. Like,
absolutely. I love
I'm
it.
sure, but like, I don't know you.
But the bartender's like, no, they're.
Oh,
they're cool.
yeah, I
yeah,
get
yeah.
the nod
It's
from
a
the
little-
bartender. I'm like,
yeah.
yep, okay, cool.
And then you're
All
like,
right,
yes, I do
yes,
want
it's not gonna
turkey.
kill me. Okay, cool.
Absolutely. So that just happened. Speaking of jerky, one of the regulars went out to K&K and got like 80 fucking beefsteaks and brought them into the bar and just
Oh,
passed them
yeah.
out. For me, that was a great day.
Oh, yeah.
It was one
They
of
have
my
dope.
doubles, and I was pretty stoned. I was like, oh, look at these little treats I got. you
Yeah.
know?
They do have good beef sticks too.
I really do.
Yeah.
I like the texture and the flavor.
Mm-hmm. Those are fucking
Super
delicious.
important not to have them like too squishy. You,
Yep.
you want
Yeah,
it
yeah.
to be a little firm.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said.
All right. Here's something I want to ask your opinion on as being a bartender,
Okay.
because obviously tipping is very important, right? And I'm gonna go with this as a rule of thumb. Minimum, you should probably be tipping 20%.
Minimum.
Minimum,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
If you're having a fantastic experience, then by all means tip more, right? My question is, if the tab is really high because the drinks are super expensive, and maybe even the meals, like they shouldn't be, right? They're more expensive than they should be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that you should be tipping 20% on the tab price, or kind of off of like, well, I know the prices are more like this, and kind of, so it's not necessarily going to be 20% tip on that tab, but you're kind of tipping what you think is accordingly.
I mean, it wouldn't be. You're not talking like lower than 10, right? Like,
Right. No, absolutely.
yeah.
I'm just asking, like, what are your thoughts on? And I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you an example here.
Yeah.
So, like, going out to a brunch recently, and Justin and I, we got 2 breakfasts. Right, it was a brunch, and we both had one cocktail. Okay, she had a double makers diet, and it was $20.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Right. I had a Espolòn soda. That was $9. So I'm like, you're charging $9 for a shot of Espolòn here?
Espolòn,
Yeah.
which is almost becoming the well again.
Yeah,
like, what?
absolutely. Like the bottle itself is like $30.
Yeah.
And if the bar's buying it at cost, it's probably like $22 to $25.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck it, $9. You're making profit in 3 fucking shots.
100%.
So yeah, so our tab was like around like it was like almost like $60, and I'm like, this is just, so I mean 20%, you're thinking $12, right? If it was 60, we're just gonna call it 60, okay? And I'm like, there's no reason for this to be $9 for a single shot. There's no reason for this double to be $20. And I've bartended, and I know what a lot of the bars are around here and what the prices are, and it's kind of cutting those prices on. I left the food kind of what they were, but I think by the time I chopped down those prices, I think after everything was said and done, we're probably looking at like 11, 12% on the tip from what the tab was. You think that's wrong of me to do?
I would have been at like 10% for that in that scenario. Honestly.
Yeah.
That's fucking expensive as shit.
Yeah, there's no reason for me, because like if they were to give me fucking, I mean, well, here's the thing: if I were to order a Espolòn soda, I would have been pissed that it's $9,
And yeah,
but I still would have tipped probably $2 on it. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like, all right, it's a drink, $2 or whatever.
my theory, very least, for like beers, at least $1 a beer. You know, maybe $1.50.
That's a good rule of thumb.
You know, like at least $1 a drink, at least. And I would have gone something more along those lines with that, because again, as a bartender, you know, those shots weren't that freaking big either. So you were paying like double for less, and that's just, it's like robbery. So.
Okay, but the thing is, like, where I feel bad is it's not the bartender's fault,
right?
And they're the ones getting the tips. It's the bar itself that's charging those prices. But at the same time, I'm like, if the prices weren't that high, if they were at regular prices, this would have probably been more on at 20%.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of where I, try to gratify the whole situation.
Well, and also, that bartender probably has regulars that
probably
make up that kind of difference for people like us that are just walking in, having that crappy experience.
Yeah. I mean, on top of it, the whole experience was actually pretty shitty, but I'm not going to put that on.
No.
On the actual tab itself. Yeah.
I mean, it's shitty to get a freaking Espolòn soda for $9.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
I had scrambled eggs, sausage links, and some like the square potatoes. It was $16.
So.
$16,
Did
Tomboy.
you say it was on a plastic plate or?
It was a paper. Oh yeah, it was also on a paper
plate.
plate and a plastic fork and knife. Which at first I was like, what the fuck are we doing here? But then I think afterwards, I'm like, well, if you're going to get wings or something, it's going to be a cardboard box anyways, like a little bowl thing. So, I mean, I'm like, I don't know. It's a bar, so I don't really give a shit. But at the same time,
$16 for fucking wings.
Yeah,
right.
Put it on a fucking plate.
And also, yeah. But at the same time, it's like, I'm ordering like an actual dish of food, you know, and
put it in a real plate.
Yeah. So yeah, the whole experience was kind of fucked. But I was like, I wanted to ask you as a bartender if you thought, I didn't know if I was like going to be in the fucking wrong here. Okay.
No, not at all.
Okay. Cool.
I can't remember last time that's happened to me, but I've definitely like looked at it like, wow, shit, that was how much? Go down to like $1 a drink. Like, why is it so expensive? And especially when the
Brunch
shots,
is so expensive
the shots
now.
are like that freaking big, so
Yeah.
tiny.
Yeah, it's not even real close.
It's
Yeah.
robbery, and especially after what I'm used to. But
Well, that's the
I
thing
try
too.
to
Is like,
take into consideration
Yeah.
what a normal, go back
same.
to my ounce.
We're spoiled when we come see you, but
right, but going back to like my normal ounce pours, over at that place, I know they're short.
yeah.
I always had that because I hang out like similar bars or whatever, and I'm like, when I go to another bar like Tremont or whatever, I'm like, oh, you're not cheap, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, all right, well, all right,
Yeah, I think the last time was Flying Monkey. I was like, oh shit, I thought this would be like more.
cheap.
Nah,
No.
No.
That whole area, all their prices have fucking gone up.
Mm-hmm.
We've gone to fucking Edison's and same situation. Like, we order just like 2 cocktails and it's like $18. Like, what?
Okay, well,
Why?
we're
What are
going
we
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Well,
ridiculous.
they're not even like cocktails. They're mixed drinks.
Oh,
Yeah.
and when I say cocktails,
Yeah.
I should explain. It's just makers and also an Espolòn.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
mixed.
that's
It's not
So
even a cocktail.
yeah, it's not like something fancy,
Fancy, yeah,
or a
there's no-
specialty item.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
shitty
there's
dive
no
bar.
fucking muddling.
No.
There's no
No,
in-house
nothing.
syrup.
It's literally just
dry
tequila and
candied fruit,
soda
yeah.
and makers and
Yeah.
Diet Coke.
Yeah,
That's it.
there's
Yeah,
no reason for it
and
to
it's
be
like
that much.
fucking like $18-19. I'm like, get the fuck
Right?
out of here. Yeah.
Like, I usually don't even charge for shit off the gun, especially if it's going in as a wash. There's no way I'm going to charge for something going in as a wash.
No, I mean, well, that's what I'm saying. You're just charging for just the shot, right?
The liquor. Yeah.
That's it.
You're already getting charged enough.
Yeah, exactly. Espolòn soda, 4
I
or
wonder
5.
if other
6
places
bucks.
are like including cost of the
They might be.
into, and that's why.
Yeah, because it's like some places like I'll get a Jameson ginger, right? It's $5 most bars, and then some places $7 to $9. I'm like, why?
Ginger's that much.
It's one of those things that I feel like that since the beginning of time, that anybody that has a mixed drink, like Tito's vodka, cranberry.
I heard what you did there.
Yeah. It's actually really funny. I actually made fun of somebody for coming up to the bar drunk and be like, "Can I get a Tito's and vodka?" And I was like, "Okay, dumb.
Dumb. Yeah.
You wanna do that again?" No, but like just like a single liquor and a wash, right? Like Espolòn and my soda,
Yeah.
like a whiskey and a Coke, whatever it is. Like I feel like the bar owners are just like, it's just the wash. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. Like I think like nowadays they're now like, well, it's
Incorporating
been
that-
costing me so much money. How much? Like they're going with their accountant. Like how much money am I losing by not charging for the cranberry juice or
Right.
the Coca-Cola or whatever? And then they're like, well, let's start charging for it, so I'm not losing money. Which is, I mean, I get it, but it's also bullshit. It's a fucking
But they know,
bar.
but they
It's a
know
bar.
that like their customers, if they saw it on the bill, like an itemized,
Oh, yeah.
the customers would lose their shit.
Oh,
if it
100%.
said like Espolòn upcharge or like
Yeah, like $2
soda
for cranberry
soda.
juice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something
whatever.
like that. People would lose it, which rightfully so. So instead of making a button for that in the system or charging for it, just up the cost of the liquor.
Yeah.
Which is so stupid. And it's only like smaller places that are like that, I think.
I think it's the really trendy places.
Yeah.
That's
those
where That's
individual-
why we usually try to stay out of those.
Yeah.
And where we went for brunch was one of those trendy
Mm-hmm.
places. But we heard that they got a new cook, a new chef, or whatever the
He's
fuck you want to
not
call it.
great.
And the menu seemed very promising, but no bueno.
No.
So one more thing, because we're gonna be closing out here. When you're talking about, maybe rule of thumb is like $1 a beer, right, for tipping.
Yeah.
So the Scots, they're gonna be coming here to visit Cleveland
excited.
here later in the year.
Yeah.
There's no tipping in Scotland. Okay, it's literally just pay for the tab because they're
Well, they pay their people.
that's what I'm saying. Their
Yeah,
bartenders
wild.
are getting paid a nice wage. So we kind of were trying to kind of explain, but like I was also kind of saying like $1 or $2 a drink, but which they'll be fine with if they're paying cash. But if we come see you, obviously there's gonna be tab started, and most likely Jess and I are gonna probably take care of it. But what do you think's if there was, like, let's say they were to ask you if you were to start up a tab, what's the best way you can explain to them as far as how tipping works? Because they've never tipped because
Wow.
their country doesn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never had it explained to anybody before.
So let's say if they came in and got a couple drinks, and if their tab was $20, you hand them the tab, and they go, "We don't know how to tip." What do you think? What's
I would
the best
say
way?
just tell them just give them the item. It's gonna be itemized, so we'll see like 4 or 5 drinks, whatever. Just say minimum $1 a drink.
Yep.
I mean, if it's a
Minimum.
if it's a higher end bourbon or something, maybe $2.
Sure.
$2 per.
Yeah.
But beers,
Yeah.
Tito's.
I mean,
a
especially for
dollar.
beers, you're just popping it open or pouring
Oh,
it.
even a draft, yeah. Then
Yeah, just
dollar
buck a beer
drink
at
would,
least minimum.
would be the standard to go to.
Yeah, which is great for all of you out there that are not really sure how the tipping world works. That's a good at least rule of thumb.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
$1 a beer if you're paying cash minimum, and if you're gonna start a tab with your card, pay 20% minimum.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you don't know how to do that,
20%.
move that decimal over 1, and then take that number times it by 2. 20%. Boom.
Yep.
That's what you should be tipping.
Now, if you leave if you leave the bar without closing the tab, how much do you charge for that?
So, for
You just upcharge 20% or more.
no, for oh Christ, giving away all my shit. For non-regulars, I lose out on that. At a small place, we don't add anything to the tab. If they're not a regular, and I have their card, I'm losing out on that. So I always make sure that everybody closes their tabs with me before they go.
Oh, for sure.
But if a regular, and they often do leave their card, I'll add my normal appropriate tip. That's for
There you
sure.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's one particular guy that I've been serving for 10 years now.
Yeah.
He's followed me from bar to bar, and I know he gets to a certain point and is drunk. I just ask him for his bank card or credit card, and I hold it. And if he ends up leaving before he closes the tab, I'll add like 20, 25, depending on how big his tabs is. Which his tabs are normally no smaller than $60. So
Oh, yeah.
okay,
Sure.
But yeah, I'll add something. I know, like I've got another regular. I sign all of his tabs. He just doesn't. He always says, I can't see in this light.
I mean,
He's
was
just
he?
old as shit? But
Yeah. I mean,
I'll
but
just like $5. You know, it's
Yeah.
like $13. I'll put 5 on there.
Sure.
You know.
I mean, when he is Cohen enough to tip, is he still tipping you pretty good?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he's
Yeah.
and he's
So
obviously
I'm
not
doing,
mad about
yeah,
it.
I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
doing anything that he wouldn't have done himself.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's right.
But I'm absolutely going to take that liberty with him because we have this relationship. But if it's a non-regular, I would not add anything to the card unless we were at an establishment that had it clearly posted that any tab left will be charged like an 18 or 20% gratuity.
Yeah.
But we don't have anything posted like that.
You
and I
guys
don't
need
feel
to
the
fucking
need.
put a sign up there.
Yeah. Especially when
You
you
gotta tell the owner
no,
to fucking
nowadays
put one of
most
those up
bars
there.
get handed back
Sleepover
the-
fee.
Yeah,
most
right.
bartenders hand back the card. So
Oh, there are those. Yeah. Yeah.
But
So-
we pre-out the card. You pre-out the card, and
Yeah,
then
But
it'll-
either way, it's not the transaction's not complete.
it's completed.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it's not
True.
finalized.
It doesn't matter if you run the card because you just have to run the card at the end of the night, whether
Right.
you give them the card back or you have
You
the
close
card.
the-
Yeah,
you
you
still
haven't
have to
closed
do
the
it at the
sale
end of the
yet.
night.
oh yeah, I understand that. I understand like
Yeah.
all right, like for example, Saturday I was at a shit bar and I was just gonna give them 20% anyways because it's a shit bar. Like I wasn't really happy with the bartenders or whatever. It was so busy and I was like, you know what, fuck it, they get my 20%. I'm just walking out. You know, 'cause it was just like super packed.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just checked my bank statement and was like, oh, I just got charged twice.
Oh.
Oh,
shit.
did you
Yeah.
call?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
It's okay. I'll let it go.
Oh,
I'm
it
just never
wasn't
going
that
back there
much.
again.
Wait. You got
Like
charged-
$20 twice.
Oh, yeah. No, I would.
No, that's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah. You should definitely call.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should definitely call and be like, hey, I just checked my bank statement and.
And tell me which bar this is later, so I
Oh, I will. Yeah.
I work hard for that money.
No,
Yeah.
No,
So
I
hard for
definitely
that
would
money.
have. Like, if you give me shitty service, just because I know way too many people in the service industry, it's shitty service. You're still getting 20%.
Yeah.
But or if I'm like, hey, dude, I'm sorry, I'm broke. Like, you're 20%, and then, but if I know you well enough, I go back and like, all right, here's 40%, something like that.
To make up for like.
Yeah,
yeah,
gas,
yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
Tip. Yeah.
I've done that.
Back
Yeah,
in
same.
when I was like
Yeah.
younger, 20s, and like barely paycheck to paycheck, I was like, look, this is my situation. I'll take care of you every other week. very well.
No bartender likes to hear that though, because 9 times out of 10,
I know.
some old guy that's like, "I'll get you next time, sweetheart."
Oh, no,
And guess
no,
what they
those are
don't
the
do?
worst.
They
Well, I'm
don't
just
get
saying,
you
like,
next time.
yeah, no,
Always,
it's your
always.
20%,
Right.
or it's like, hey, look, you can't run that till like after midnight when the paycheck kicks in.
My
Yeah.
paycheck hits at 2:14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
every Tuesday at 2:14 a.m.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll get you on the next one. Yeah.
I usually in those cases I would stop in the next day and like order one beer and tip like
Tip it. Yeah.
200%
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
you know.
We want to make sure you have the same bartender too.
Yeah, well, or I know when they were working.
Yeah. Go back. Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Cool. All right. Well, I think we've hit our time here,
Awesome.
guys and gals. See, I hope you had fun.
I did. Thanks for having me.
Yep. Guys, everybody out there, if you've had some wild fucking bartending story that you want to share with us, or you are in the industry and you got something insane that you had to kick somebody out, or bad tipping, or whatever the case may be,
I'd love to hear the feedback.
yeah,
Hell
we'd
yeah.
love to hear it. Shoot us a text or leave us a voicemail, 440-363.
0121.
Nice. Everybody outside of the country, feel free to send us an email, pizzabagelspod@gmail.com. And as always, all the social medias are Pizza Bagels Pod.
Yep.
Find us on all the listing platforms and
Yeah, YouTube.
the ones that we are doing and ones that we aren't doing.
Ones we'll get to eventually.
Yeah.
Just like Tony will buy that cable tomorrow, you know.
Yeah, I'll eventually buy this cable,
Yeah,
which
I'll
I'm gonna
eventually-
do tonight.
Yeah, we'll eventually get that done here.
I feel like Mitch on the Sublime podcast. He's like, we're gonna do video, but all I have to do is buy this $9 camera and I'll be good to go. But I just haven't, and I just I'm just lazy about it. And like,
That's how we've
I'm
been
like-
about social media for
yeah,
the entire
but
time.
I'm like Mitch. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Just order it. And but I'm like, at the same time, like, I haven't ordered this. It's been like 3 weeks, and I have not ordered this fucking
I think
cable.
we have a Twitter account that has nothing about it.
We have a Twitter, yeah, but Amanda's following.
Yes.
Probably our only follower.
But you can follow at Pizza Bagels Pod.
Yeah.
When we randomly post the one time.
Yeah, we're getting there, guys. We're getting back everything, back to video and
Yeah.
getting back to on our regular social medias. Pizza Bagels Pod for all the medias. 440-363.
0121.
Nice. Z, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
This is a lot of fun. And I hope you had fun.
I did.
Tomboy, did you have fun?
Always.
Nice. Bye, guys.
Bye.